Hey YouTube, what it do, it's your girl Soul's Purpose Enlightened. Coming on here back with another video. So today we're out of, not today, but it stopped June 4th. Yes, what are you talking about? Mercury Retrograde. So we're out of Mercury Retrograde, and let me tell you, Mercury Retrograde was, it was like in my previous video, I was talking about how it was in the sign of Gemini. It's good. That was a good combination because, it kept us in our mind, kept us thinking about certain things, right? And what we want to do, laying down the foundation, coming out with creative ideas. That's what Gemini does. And Gemini is a sign of research. How I know? I have a Gemini moon. So I'm always, what's the word called? Logically thinking about the way I feel. Why do I feel this way? Or why wanting to talk about how I feel, because Gemini is also a sign of Mercury, like the planet rules Mercury. So, not the planet, the sign. The planet rules Gemini, or Gemini rules Mercury. You know what I mean? You get my gist. So, coming out of that, thinking up some ideas, researching our ideas, laying down the foundation, putting things into perspective, right? Now we move into Saturn. The retrograde moves into, we're in another retrograde, but it's in the planet of Saturn, and it moves in the sign of Aquarius. So what that means is, I'm gonna give y'all a rundown on what Saturn, give you an example of what Saturn does in a sign, and in the house, and also because we also can have these signs in our a zodiac sign, because we all have Saturn in our chart, but everybody has a different zodiac sign in Saturn, okay? And also some of us, we have Saturn in a different house, or a lot of us, everybody does. So I'm going to talk about those things, and also give you a rundown of what Aquarius is if y'all don't know what Aquarius is about, what are their positive aspects, what are their negative aspects about that sign, or characteristics, traits, whatever you want to call it. And also, what else I want to talk about? How this Saturn retrograde in Aquarius influences us at this time, okay? So I want to talk about Saturn. Some people I remember I was listening to this woman on, she's very, very, I love her. So I watch her channel a lot. Her name is Priestess Aman Ra. I think I got it backwards. I don't know. But she was talking about how people are afraid of Saturn. And me and her share the same Saturn. But I was like, yeah, I could tell why people are afraid of Saturn, because Saturn deals with wisdom, discipline, karma, past life, and justice. Okay? So some people are afraid of this Saturn, not just being afraid of it. A lot of us don't like discipline. A lot of us don't like people telling us what to do. Some people do like structure. Some people do like discipline. Some people resonate with that. Like, they have to have structure. They have to have discipline in their life, okay? Especially if you're life path number 4. But some of us who do not like discipline, or who want to quickly delve into getting someone back, this Saturn deals with karma, deals with justice, deals with past lives, deals with all of that, okay? So how does Saturn plays a role in the zodiac sign? I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna start with the first zodiac sign of the zodiac. So Aries. If you have a Saturn in Aries, what this means is your lessons for Saturn. Oh, also I want to say about Saturn. Saturn is, people say it's the father planet. Some people say it's the mother planet. It just depends on what you resonate with. I like to, father's about disciplinary, even mothers. So you could call it either or. But Saturn, what Saturn does, it restricts us. It restricts us until we learn how to express the characteristics, the lessons that we need to express or get in the zodiac sign that we have. I hope I'm making sense with this. So I'm gonna dive into this so it can make sense. So if you have a Saturn Aries, right? The lessons and the points, the lessons and the points to how you restrict who you are, for fear of what others think of you. Not trusting yourself, giving energies to others, and not respecting personal boundaries. I'm just putting bullet points here, so I'm gonna explain in a minute. So what lessons here for the Aries Saturn? You may overextend. You may give yourself too much to others. You may you may not trust in yourself, and that leads to lack of confidence when you don't trust in yourself. Also, you don't put respect on your personal boundaries. You may let people run over you. You may let people take advantage of you in certain ways, right? So the lesson here, Saturn will try to restrict blessings, restrict opportunities, restrict things from coming into your life, or allow you to repeat the same cycles over and over again until you learn the lesson on how to set boundaries, how to stop letting people take advantage of you. Also to step out and be confident in yourself. So that's in the sign of Aries. Now the darker side of this, if you have this placement, you all know Aries is a fire sign, okay? So you may, in your past life, you may have maybe killed people, you may have took advantage of people, you may have took revenge over people, you may have also, what I want to say, you also may have been a warrior sometime in your past life. We all have multiple past lives, so you may have been a warrior where you probably, you fought in the war, or you probably just cut people's heads off. I don't know, but some of these things, that these darker aspects of this Saturn sign, you're reaping repercussions of it. And what that means is you got to learn how to tame that animal, tame that beast within inside you. Don't quickly lash out on people. Don't quickly quick to pop off, right? Don't be so quick to pop off on people. So Saturn will teach you. You're constantly, let me tell you. Also, I got a download the other day for Aries and Saturn. If you have Aries and Saturn, right? And then also if you have an earth or you have a water, I really feel like, this is my opinion, if you do something to somebody, that karma is going to come back to you quick. Think of it. Aries, fast sign, energetic, always impulsive, right? So if you're quick to jump to do something to somebody, or take revenge over somebody, then that will come back to you quickly. It's positive in a good way, because you don't have to wait years later and then have that karma. You might be rich or whatever, and then all of a sudden the karma's hitting you out of nowhere. But it's like you rather just get over with it and that's it. But you have to look in your birth chart to see where your Saturn is in the sign, okay? Now, if Saturn is in your house, so if you have Saturn, I'm just going to throw a house out there. If you have Saturn in your second house deals with finances, money, not really entrepreneur, but it's the sign of, second house also combines with the sign of Taurus. What do you say about Taurus? Taurus is like the bosses, can be like, the entrepreneurs, could be like the hard workers. They're very stabilized, right? So if you have Saturn in your second house, remember, Saturn is the person who teaches lessons, justice, past life, karma, right? Helping you learn these lessons. So I call this house the shiny object syndrome. It's the second house in Saturn, right? People who are born with this second house in Saturn, you may have been born poor, or you may have been born not having what you want in life. And you see everybody else have what they want. But this is a good thing about Taurus or second house in Saturn. You know how to go get it. You may use what you have. For instance, people who start up, you maybe know somebody who was who slept in their car, who was homeless, but they went for it to take their audition to become a actress. Think of Oprah Winfrey, right? She didn't have what she wanted when she was young. If y'all look up her biography and look up her life, She started in the color purple, and I'm getting chills talking about this. She started in the color purple. She didn't have what she wanted in life. She didn't have none of that, right? There's a lot of celebrities that was at their bottom. So they used what they had. She went to that audition or whatever, and she took that, she took their role and she made it. So with the Taurus, second house, and Saturn, they do that. They're great achievers. For what they use, what they have, what resources that are available to them to become big, become very successful. Also here too, Saturn slows. Also, what Saturn does, like I said, it restricts in this house. It slows down this person to get success, to help him or her to look at the details of everything. So if you have Taurus in this Taurus second house and Saturn, what this does is Saturn will slow you down. We understand, Saturn understands that you want to hurry up and get to where you want to get to, but when you have this placement in Saturn, you have to be careful on making investments. You have to be careful on who you talk to. You have to be careful. You have to look at the fine print of everything, okay? So you won't invest in something that's not worth of your time, money, and energy. This is only for this. I'm just giving an example on what zodiac sign and what house, okay? You have to look in your chart to see where Saturn lies, okay? So Saturn will teach this Taurus or this second house in Saturn to be grounded and to enjoy the little things out of life, because Taurus wants to always get to the next point, get to the next venture, to get to the next thing that will make them successful. But Saturn will slow this person down to look at the grass, look at the flowers, enjoy the life. Saturn, and I think and I believe, don't get me wrong, I think Oshun, the two zodiac signs that deal with Oshun is Taurus and Virgo. Think of Oshun. Oshun is the goddess of sweet waters. She's the goddess of abundance, love, fertility, right? So she will help this person with this sign, right? If you invoke her or you pray to her, you ask her for help to help you, she'll probably slow you down to help you enjoy life, because all I see is Oshun, what she does, she likes to dance around, she likes to flow with life, she likes to smell the roses, and she likes to dance, she likes to just enjoy and have fun. For this zodiac sign in this Saturn in this second house, what this does, when you do that, when you enjoy life, right? If you have this placement, if you enjoy life, if you stop to be grounded and just pay attention, take a break, your blessings will flow to you, okay? So the negative side of this is, the very negative side of this, I say the darker side of this, is that you may be scared. If you have this placement, you may be scared to invest, buy things that you want. You may be frugal. Being overly secure can impact your growth. So whether and I'm getting some people, well, I'm a Taurus and I act like that anyway. I'm not a Taurus, but I'm saying, like, if you are a Taurus, you act like that anyway. You have to be mindful that you can also use this Saturn retrograde right now. If you're a Taurus, I'm talking about all the signs, right? You can also use this as leverage or as a teaching moment or as a growth moment. If you're a Taurus, okay, you can look at this as, okay, where am I being too frugal? Do I want this? Is this going to be worth my time, my money, and my energy to purchase this, to invest this money? Is this going to bring me success? So you have to really sit down and think and write things out. Really be detail oriented, okay? In what is being in front of you, or what you're trying to get to and what you want, all right? So if you're too frugal in this house or this plant or sign, if you're too frugal, you can mess up your own blessings. Sometimes I remember my mom told me, I remember I wanted to always hold on to my money, and I have this aspect. I have this house. I remember her telling me when I was a teen, she said, you can't save all your money. And it stuck with me. And I'm gonna talk about that in another video. It literally stuck with me, because you can't save all your money. Sometimes you're gonna have to spend on the things that you want, to enjoy life, and also to take that big investment. If you want to be your own boss, your own entrepreneur, you're going to have to buy that product and supplies. You can't sit there and be like, I ain't going to do it. You're not going to tell yourself to move. You're not going to tell yourself to budge. You know, you're not going to get the things you want or get to the higher heights because you're too frugal. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay. Learning the aspects of this house, Saturn and Taurus in the second house is you have to have balance in spending, investing, like I was just saying, knowing what's a good trade and a good investment, what's worth your time, money, and energy. Don't be so frugal, okay? That's what I said already. I didn't even have to read that, but I just said that. Now we move on to this retrograde. First I want to start. Okay, so its purpose. What is a retrograde? A retrograde, because we hear about Mercury retrograde a lot, okay? What is a retrograde? Basically, a retrograde is when a specific planet that tends to be going backwards in the sign. Now, the planets don't actually go backwards, okay? The planets do not go backwards. I'm telling you. This is an illusion. What this means is it slows down when it's retrograde. It slows down and it highlights the things that may be needed to be looked at in your life. Okay? That's what a retrograde does. So I'm going to give an example. We get a lot of Mercury retrogrades. So Mercury deals with communication. So Mercury will slow down. If you're not a person who likes to communicate, or you're in a relationship, right, where you feel like, okay, I'm gonna keep pressing forward, but retrograde will help you realize certain things in this relationship that's not going well, that you didn't realize before. And a lot of breakups happen in this. And if you're single during the retrograde, Mercury retrograde, or whatever retrograde, or during a retrograde, if you're single, that's why a lot of exes like to come back, because they fucking realize how good of a person you was. They fucking realize how good your ashe was. They fucking realize, I'm sorry I'm cussing, but they fucking realize, I'm not sorry, fuck that. They fucking realize, damn, let me hit her back up, or let me hit him back up, because he really treated me well. That's what Saturn does. That's what retrograde does. It helps you, like a mixtape, like a play tape, whatever you want to call it. Helps you rewind and think about things. It shines a light on. That's why people like to call you back up from the past. Like, what the fuck? Why are you calling me? Why are you texting me? What's wrong with you? Because it's retrograde, okay? You get my drift on this. Now, since Saturn, we already talked about Saturn, and now since Saturn is in Aquarius, retrograded in Aquarius, right? What Saturn is doing in this sign, first I want to talk about Aquarius real quick. Aquarius, my fellow Aquarius, I fucking love Aquarius. I love it. I fucking love Aquarius. Anyway, because I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart, okay? I have a lot of Aquarius. I have an Aquarius rising, I have Aquarius Jupiter, I have Aquarius in my house. I think I have 2 parts of Aquarius in my house. In my house is I love Aquarius energy. I love Aquarius because I will tell you why. Okay? Now Aquarius in the tarot deals with the swords. Okay? Deals with the swords. Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius, their exogenous zone is the ankles. Okay? Every zodiac sign, like Aries, deals with the head. Pisces, Cancer deals with the breast. Scorpio deals with the genitals. Aries, all the 12 signs deals with something, okay, of the body. Virgos deals with the upper intestines and lower intestines, I believe, both of the intestines. Now, Aquarius deals with the ankles. So you may have problems with your ankles if you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. Let me tell you, when I was walking here, dude, I think I was about to fall because my ankle gave out a little bit. It was crazy. And I was like, oh, there go the Aquarius retrograde, because I was trying to rush to get to do yoga, and what I guess the retrograde was trying to bring, like, slow down. So it's purpose, slow down. You don't have to rush to go do yoga. So my ankle almost gave out when I was rushing to come sit down. Crazy, right? So the ankle holds up your whole upper body. So you ever seen in the movies if somebody slipped that ankle part, that little back part of the ankle, with that ankle, you'll fall, okay? So I was gonna talk about that part, but it don't really matter. So Aquarius is the cosmic sign. I like to call Aquarius the hippies, what they do. I got some of this information from my guy on YouTube. His name is Astro Finesse. Because I'm the type of person, I don't like to just sit here and steal information from people. I like to put them in my videos, or, put a little citation in there where I got this information from. Because even he got the information from somewhere, and stuff like that. Or maybe he just observed. So I like to put a little citation in there. Astro Finesse, check him out. If you ever want to learn about your astrology, your houses, and what this means, what that means, he's a great teacher. I love him. Anyway, he said, well, he's Rinsford too, and I believe too, Aquarius is like the cosmic being. They receive information from the cosmos and bring it down to humanity. Aquarius is the humanitarian sign. They're all about helping others, changing the world, being different. What you could think about social workers or people who like to have social change. That's the field that I'm in. Aquarius, the ruling planet for Aquarius is Uranus. Uranus sits on his side. So think of Uranus. Aquarius is a sign of rebellion. I did a lot of rebellion shit in my life. Rebellious stuff, okay? Because I got a lot of Aquarius in my chart. You can't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do, because I will rebel on you. And, no, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. So this planet is a cold planet. So is Aquarius. It's very esocentric. I think I said, no, it's not esocentric. Eccentric, oh my gosh. Think of the people who have the big afros, very 70s like. I love the era of the 70s. I love it. That 70s show, I love it. I used to watch that 70s show when I was a teen, when I was little. Also, Aquarius deals with the internet, social media, and astrology. These people are cold and detached, keeping people at a distance, very in their mind. They're very smart, very intellectual. I can't say the word. What is? You know what I mean. Very intelligent. Okay, very intelligent. This sign is the water barrier. So you ever seen this sign is pouring out the water, right? They do it in a detached way. It's not like they're giving themselves to the world. They're pouring out the water. So they receive the information. Aquarius people receive the information. So you could call this sign their gifts. You could say that if you're Aquarius or you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, you may be very clair-knowing. I forgot what Claire that is. I can't really say that Claire name, but Claire, I think it's claircognizance, where you just know shit from, you just know it. And people are like, where do you get the information from? I don't know, I just knew it. Like, and these people are like characterized as very smart. They also believe too, also put here too, a lack of knowledge. In the Bible verse, you perish for a lack of knowledge. So these people are very about knowledge. They like to express knowledge. We need knowledge in this world, because without knowledge, you will perish. Meaning, you won't know what to do with your life. You're not studying, researching, knowing certain things, studying on certain things, listening, paying attention, reading up on things. You will perish. I'm not talking about die, but think about it. For example, if you're not watching, I'm just gonna give like a little crazy example. I used to like to watch Naked and Afraid, and watching Naked and Afraid, what Naked and Afraid taught me on how to. I learned some information on how to survive in the wild. Now, since I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart, I'm pretty sure if I was stranded somewhere in the damn wild, I'm pretty sure I would get divine knowledge from God, from the divine, from my spirit guides on what to do and how to survive in nature, right? Because Aquarius does that. Now, what Aquarius does, they get this information and they express it to humanity, whether it be on the internet, whether it be on social media, whether it be on a podcast. That's what Aquarius like to do, okay? They like to give this knowledge to these people without being emotionally attached to people, okay? Aquarius don't react emotionally. They like to think about how they feel. So sometimes they can be very contradicting, and oh my gosh, I realized this about myself too. So what happens when you have this aspect or a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or you're Aquarius? When you're emotional, you may think about what you're feeling instead of just expressing it. So what I mean by this, a lot of Aquarius tend to rationalize, or I think that's the word, rationalize about, I don't feel like this, I'm not mad. So they like to, that's how they can sweep things under the rug really easily and turn that emotional switch off. But they really need to learn how to express themselves, okay? Aquarius love is a sign of expression. They like to be their true authentic self. Now I'm gonna talk about how Saturn restricts them so they can learn how to express themselves, right? All right. What else about Aquarius? So now this also plays a part. It just depends on where your Mars and your Venus is in Aquarius. Your Mars, your Venus, and Moon. Some people might say, "Oh, soul purpose. I'm not that cold." So if you have a Moon Cancer or a Moon water sign or something, you have a good balance. You know how to detach. You know how to think logically. If you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or you are Aquarius, let's just say about this. If you are Aquarius sun sign, you have a Cancer moon, you have a good balance. You know when to act emotionally, you know when to just think logically, okay? So this also depends on what's in your Mars, your Venus, and your moon. So let me continue with Aquarius. Aquarius do not like to be around a lot of people. This is a zodiac sign of the loner. But this is a sign of the friendships, of humanity, of unity. But they like to detach themselves from people a lot, because they like to observe rather than emotionally invest in somebody. So you may find with your Aquarius friend or with your Aquarius lover or a person who has a lot of Aquarius in their chart, they detach themselves from the relationship or from the friendship, just so they can think, so they can really observe you from afar, to see whether or not this friendship is good enough, or whether or not this friendship is worthy of putting their time and energy and effort in it, because they like to protect themselves too. Like I said before, Aquarius is a sign of technology. They like studying humanity, the world around them. Also, Aquarius, they like to predict things logically. They could be extroverted and introverted. They can flip-flop between the two. Like I said too, they're very smart. They are very what I want to say, they love to express themselves. They love to be their true authentic self. So you may find Aquarius people who basically, sorry, I'm looking up, but you might find Aquarius people who hello, they might find Aquarius people who you may have a funky not a funky hairstyle, but a cool hairstyle. They don't like to be like everybody else. They don't. They're the trendsetters. They're not a follower. Okay? All right. They're the nerds of the zodiac sign too. And teachers. I say Sagittarius, they're teachers too. But Aquarius, they're also teachers. But anyway, now I want to make this video too long. So since this, I'm gonna name off some celebrities too that are Aquarius. J. Cole. So you may wonder why this person is so dang smart and they love to talk about things about humanity and help people. J. Cole. XX. What's his name? XXX Tentacion. I think that's how you say his name. Michael Jordan. He was very impactful. Oprah Winfrey. Albert Einstein is not an Aquarius, but he's a Pisces. But he has an Aquarius North Node. Very smart man. He discovered some mathematical thing, and I don't remember what that is, but I think it was some type of algebra or something that he discovered back then. But he has an Aquarius North Node, and your North Node is what you need to lean towards to be successful in your life. What you need to go towards to unfold North Node is what you need to go towards to. Your North Node is what you need to be here in this life. Your South Node is what you was in the past life. But your North Node is what you need to go towards. It would be. So he had Aquarius North Node. So that's the reason why he invented, or he's an innovator. He discovered the mathematicals that, he's very, very smart. Very, very smart. Bob Marley is an Aquarius, okay? You could look up a lot of different celebrities, and you'll wonder why this person always talked about worldwide things, humanitarian things, and being enlightened and stuff like that. And they were always had an impact on people. There was legends. They're legends, period. They're legends. Anyway, so now Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius. So Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius talks about this placement is going to be. I'm so excited about this placement, and I'm going to tell you why. So having this retrograde in Saturn, what this does, it's going to last. It started June 4th all the way. It's going to last to October 23rd. So, baby, y'all better be on your stuff. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? All the things that I just said about Aquarius, about being their true authentic self, being very different, expressing themselves on social media or expressing themselves, period. This Saturn is trying to teach all of us who are entrepreneurs, who want to bring something innovative in this world, who wants to be creative, who wants to show themselves on YouTube, who wants to be out in this world making an impactful life change on people's lives, who want to express their opinions, who wants to get what they need to get out so they can just change lives, so they can raise the consciousness of this world, so they can raise the vibration, right? This Saturn is going to restrict us. Restrict our blessings, restrict our success, restrict all this. Remember I was talking about Saturn Aries? Having Saturn Aries, what did Saturn do? Oh my gosh, keep getting my words mixed up. Again, Aquarius is an air sign. I have a lot of fire and air in my chart. So having this retrograde, I'm gonna be stuttering a lot. Oh my gosh, I keep stuttering at work. It's crazy. It's really affecting me. This retrograde is affecting me in a way. So you may be wondering why. You may be in your head a lot. Why are you in your head? Saturn is trying to tell you to express yourself. Saturn is literally trying to tell you to get whatever download you're getting. If you're getting a lot of creative ideas, if Saturn's telling you to write that book in this sign, if Saturn's telling you bring all these ideas, you're going to be restricted. You're going to feel stagnant. You're going to feel like you can't budge. You're going to feel like you can't move. You can't reach to success because you're not putting yourself out there. You're not expressing yourself. You're not showing your true authentic self. You're not going on YouTube. To show your face. So you're not getting these blessings. If you do art, put your art on Instagram, on social media. You're not going to get nowhere in life. You're not going to get the abundance that you've been thinking about. How am I going to get away from this 9-to-5 job? Or how I'm going to get away from this? Or when I'm going to start being big? You're not going to get big until you do what you need to do, which is expressing yourself. I'm not saying if you're an introvert and you shy or whatever like that, I'm not saying you go on social media. You don't have to put your face on social media if you don't want to do that. But put your brand out there. Show what you're doing if you want to start this business. Okay? Now, like again, Saturn will restrict blessings, restrict prosperity from coming to your life if you don't jump on this. Okay, you have an open field from June 4th to October 23rd to put whatever you're supposed to be putting out here in the world, whether it's social change, whether it's helping the environment, whether it's starting that label, whether it's doing what you need to do, whether it's whatever it is, whatever it is, get it out there. Because I'm telling you, during this fucking time, if you start putting it out there, you can You can, if you're afraid to get on YouTube to just express yourself or to dance or whatever it is, not just YouTube, if you're afraid to just go take that audition, whatever it is, if you just take that one step, I'm going to give you my example. I get a little bit shy getting on YouTube because, I'm like, I might say the wrong thing, or I might be incorrect, or I might be all this stuff like this, blah, blah. But what Spirit has literally been pressing me to do is put myself on YouTube. Spirit kept putting information in my mind, and I started feeling sluggish. You may feel that way too. You may keep having all these creative ideas, but you're not doing nothing with it. You're not sharing the knowledge to anybody. And you don't even got to be on social media. I mean, Aquarius deals with social media, but maybe you can talk to a crowd of people. Maybe you can get, and also it deals with friendships. Maybe you can get with a community and y'all express and make a social change. And I'm going to get to the friendship part in a minute. Get that stuff out there, because if you take the leap and I see the full card in my mind's eye. You take the leap of faith and get out there. I guarantee you and I promise you, you will start seeing doors open, opportunities come to you, flock to you, little by little. Hell, you might get a big opportunity. Do what you need to do. Stop being in your head so much. Bring that out. Whatever you need to express, okay? Now, this is a sign of friendship, too. If you're worrying about, you saying, I don't have no friends, or I wish I had friends, then get out the house. If you're in the house right now and you're closed off to people and you're isolating yourself, you're not going to get no friends. I mean, I'm telling you that now. Saturn will literally restrict you from getting friends until you put your foot forward to get these friends. Now, be careful. Of course, feel the vibe, feel the energy. Be careful. You want to start a community-based page? Start that community-based page first. Start showing up on that community-based page. And that's how you attract. Saturn will bring those friendships in. Saturn will literally bring the right friends to you if you just go out to that restaurant by yourself, or go to the gym by yourself, or maybe, I don't know what y'all have in y'all states. Go outside to a park. Maybe somebody will come up to you. For example, I grew up with this guy, I'm gonna say this guy. I mean, he's not a boy no more. I grew up with this guy during my childhood, and right before I started this video, right before I was doing yoga and I was in my shavasana, meditating, I opened my eyes and I saw him cross my path, and he was like, "Brianna?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what's up?" He might be watching this video now, but I was like, what's up? When you start going out in nature or going out, you will start meeting people that is vibrating on the same level that you're vibrating on. And let me freaking tell you, I didn't know this dude was an Aquarius. He's a freaking Aquarius. He asked me what my sign was. I asked him and he's on the same spiritual journey, spiritual path. He's enlightened and stuff too. And I'm like, wow. I'm telling you, get out there. Your blessings await. Saturn is restricting. Saturn is not going to bring you the friendships you want until you get yourself out there. Saturn is not going to bring you these opportunities and these blessings that you want until you get yourself out there. You got to discipline yourself. You have to put yourself out there. Now, the discipline aspect is, don't be so quick to get a friendship because, okay, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, I need to go get some friends. You know, feel out the energy, feel out the vibration of people. Don't rush into no friendship. Don't rush into no relationship. We ain't doing that now. We ain't doing that. Still be clear. Still identify how people move. Be careful. That's the discipline aspect of it. Organization. Organizing yourself. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Organizing yourself. Write some things down. Don't just keep it up here, because you can only keep so much up here. You got to wash clothes, you got to do this, you got to cook, but I also got to create this. Oh, I'm getting this download, blah, 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 blah. You're getting so much stuff in your mind. You only have so much stuff to focus on. You can't focus on everything at once. So start writing things down. Whether it be on a sticky note, okay, I'm going to put that right here. Put this on the refrigerator so I remember to do this. Put these downloads on paper. If you get a download from spirit, if you get a download or creative idea, write it down, because I guarantee you, you're going to forget it. Because Aquarius is an air sign. It's intellect. The air comes, the air goes. The air comes, the air goes. Okay? Now, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Get out there. Do what you got to do. And watch the blessings fold. Not fold. Watch the blessings come through. Now, I'm going to pull some cards on this. Just pull some quick cards on this. Spirit, God's love and light. Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, protect me as I open myself up to give messages to the collective here, whoever watches this video. What information do they need during this retrograde in Aquarius? What they need to focus on? Let's see. Let's see. All right, and the card that came out. Shuffle 3 times. Okay, thank you. All right. That's it. Now, I love this deck. The empath oracle. Y'all, if y'all are empaths, get this. I saw this deck when I went to the spiritual store, and I was like, something was like telling me to look to my right. I looked to my right, I saw this deck. I was like, it was glistening, I'm telling you. Also, I also wanted to say, Aquarius is the quirky, weird type of sign. No offense, my Aquarius, but quirky and weird, okay? If you find yourself being, you think that you're weird and very quirky and very like, oh, I don't want nobody to know that I'm weird, or I like this strange thing. Stranger Things. I like this, or I like to watch anime, or I like to do this, or I like to do that. Let me tell you, if you express yourself authentically, if you express yourself, you will get friendships, people, a relationship that is just like you. What I mean by that, okay? You will attract people that are just like you if you put yourself out there. Not saying to just go out and just be weird, jump in somebody's face and just be weird. But if you like to dress a certain way, but you're trying to fit into society by dressing all proper with a polo shirt and all that stuff, but you like to dress, maybe you like to dress gothic. Fucking dress gothic. What the fuck? Do what you want to do, okay? I guarantee you will start attracting blessings to you by just addressing how you want to dress, by just being who you are, okay? Wearing you want that hairstyle, you want that pink hairstyle, dye your hair pink. I guarantee you will start getting compliments on your hairstyle. If you want to shave your head and then put yourself together, I guarantee you will start getting compliments. Whatever you're going to do that you like, you will be complimented by it. I'm telling you. Put it out there. Don't be afraid no more. Start being your true, authentic self, y'all. Y'all have to. And I'm speaking for myself too. I'm speaking to myself too. We have to start being our true, authentic. And I ain't talking about start being all crazy and dark and stuff. And we don't need Aquarius about changing the world and humanity. We don't need no. We already had too much depressive shit going on. We don't need no more of that. You want some dark ass stuff, you need to hone that. Saturn's going to teach you to get out of that dark stuff, because your karma will come back to you, my boy, my girl. Don't be on no dark stuff trying to seek revenge. All right, I'm finna be my true authentic self. I hate this person. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about light energy, okay? These people who did something to you, they'll get their karma quick, okay? Don't worry about that. But anyway, they'll realize it too, because they'll think about it, because we in this energy of the air. So they'll think about it. They'll know they're getting karma, because they'll start to think about it. So anyway, y'all saw these cards fly out, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards. What messages? Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, Spirit, what else does the collective here have to realize, or what do they need to focus on at this time? Battery about to die. About to get off in a second. All right, I'm just going to get any other cards. Any other cards? Okay, no. All right. So, this is so amazing. Friendships. And I'm going to just read y'all and let y'all just think about it and sink this in because I got to get off in a minute. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. What did I tell you? Inspiration. Be prepared as you will soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. I'm gonna let y'all sink this in. I don't even have to explain it. Ask for help. Y'all need help on something, a creative idea or information, advice. Ask for help. Angels are celestial beings to protect. I think I got an ant in my pants. Y'all remember that from kindergarten? Ants in my pants. Let me stop. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone in the fairies. Say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So you don't have to just ask people. Ask God, ask your spirit guides, ask your ancestors, ask the fairies, ask whoever, the universe, for help and assistance to think about what you need to put out there, or help you to put things out there, or help you to be your true authentic self. Whatever it is, okay? Pray about it. Ask about it. Ask your spirit guides. You don't even got to say God. Just say spirit guides, okay? Okay, anyway, come together. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. These cards just fly out. Y'all saw me shuffle these cards. I didn't pull these cards out. Spirit is working, okay? Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Light work. Anyway, working as a team helps get the job done. What did I say? Community work. So some of y'all might be wanting to do community work, okay? I'm going to let y'all sink this in. Sink it in. I don't have to explain, okay? And we got these two oracle cards here. I'm going to have y'all take a look. Look at this woman. Right. And I'm going to read it to y'all real quick. Bonding with the rhythm of life. Bonding with the rhythm of life. Celebrating the world's diversity. What did I tell you? So what I'm getting from these two cards, I'm just going to explain these two cards real quick, but I'm not going to explain the other because y'all get my gist on the fairy cards. But these two cards, celebrating the world's diversity, meaning what is different about you? What is different about the world? How can you make a change? How can you be different? How can your difference impact the world? How can you bring difference in this life? To bring change, to help people, to make people see you. What can you do? Celebrating the world's diversity. Aquarius is a sign they don't judge. They like to explore. They like to maybe travel to different countries to see how people live, what people do. I got a lot of Aquarius in my chart. I love to know about people's cultures, their religions, and all that stuff. I don't judge people. If you like certain things, that's what you like. I'm not going to judge you about it. That's you. That's what you like to do. Okay? But collaborating with these people will get your creative juices going. Researching people in their diversity, their religions, their cultures, whatever it is, just the earth, spirits, whatever, will help you be more creative, be more innovative, put together some work, okay? Put together some, little bird, put together some inspiration. The very inspiration will help you. It's about discovering the diversity of this universe, discover diversity of people. Okay? What's different about you that can change the world? Change your environment. What uniqueness do you have to put? Don't be like everybody else. Because Saturn will restrict you. If you try to be like everybody else, you know that you're special in your own kind of way, because maybe somebody told you that you're weird. Maybe somebody told you that you're very special. Maybe somebody told you that's off the walls. Let it be off the walls. Okay? You a different type of paint. You an abstract paint. Okay? Look at these cards. Beautiful. Now it says bonding with the rhythm of life. Go with the flow. What is the universe? What is the rhythm of the universe? Meaning, how do you receive your intellect? How do you receive your messages? How do you receive your downloads? Because everybody receives downloads in a different way. Pay attention to the world. Like this bird keeps flying in front of me. It keeps circling around and flying in front of me. That bird's trying to give me a message. I'm making a difference. I'm making a change. I'm expressing myself. That bird is just literally flying around in circles, having fun, expressing, doing what it do. How can you go about life? How can you match the frequency of the universe? Raising your vibration? Because the earth is raising her vibration. Mother Gaia is raising her vibration. What are you doing? Are you still in a low vibrational state? That ain't gonna work. You're gonna put yourself in a depressive state. You're gonna keep yourself being stagnant. The earth is moving. You gotta move with it. That's all I'm gonna say, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if you have some questions, answers. And I'm gonna put down below in this description bar the birth chart, how you look up your birth chart. And make sure, if you don't know your time, please get your time. Don't let these people tell you don't need your birth time to figure out. Because sometimes, I'm telling you, you can look up your birth chart without your time. But if you look it up without that time and you later figure out your time later, I'm a witness to this. My ex, I was looking at his birth chart and his moon, I'm like, oh, you this moon. I found out his time through his mom because we was looking at his baby pictures. I put his time in, his moon changed. So it's your houses, your aspects, and also if you don't have your time, you won't know your rising sign. So things can change when you realize your time and you put your time in there. I'm telling you, find out your time, whether you call the hospital you was born at, get your birth certificate, your full-length birth certificate, and find out your time, because astrology will teach you about yourself. Okay? I'm gonna put some things in the description. Make sure you read my description bar. If you want to book a reading with me, book a reading with me, and I'll help you. Sit down with you. I don't judge. Everything's confidential. And I'm here to guide you, okay? Peace.